It's at this point, however, on Wednesdays, we present Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Maybe today we get your question answered. If you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, I'll tell you how to go about that as well in just a moment. First, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. How are you doing this beautiful sunny morning?
Excellent. A little foggy where we are, but nonetheless doing well and trying to still recover from the storm as most people are. How are you doing?
We're doing great, Todd. Thank you for asking.
How about the folks in the office? I know you had some folks that suffered either a little damage or a total loss. Are they doing all right? Getting better?
Well, they're working on it. You know, the main thing is they're healthy, so everything
Correct.
we could take care of after that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, in spite of the storm and the recovery and everything else, life goes on. And people get hurt. And people have questions as to what to do next. And we've got one here in front of us that's a little bit on the unusual side. But I knew you were the right guy for it. Are you ready to hear it?
I'm ready, Todd.
Okay, here's what the email says today. My younger brother and a friend were visiting from Tampa and decided to go to Fort Myers. While at a local bar, someone pulled a gun and shot my brother's friend. He was taken to the hospital, is recovering now from surgery. His friend doesn't have medical insurance and is about to start a new job. According to the news reports, the bar had been the scene of several other shootings over the last year and a half. The police are still investigating, but they don't have any video from the camera system installed a year ago because it hasn't been working for over a month. Maybe something because of the hurricane took that out. Who knows? According to the bar owner, is there anything the lawyer could do? So the bar owner says the video's not working and probably denying responsibility. What do you see as a possibility here?
Well, Todd, the key to this question and a lot of questions that your listeners ask is whenever something untoward happens and results in a serious injury, you should always call an experienced personal injury lawyer. Because there's a lot of times when you don't know or you don't think that you can make a recovery, but there's a path to making a recovery.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you know, we see more and more of these shootings.
Yeah.
And it's really disturbing. But the bar owner owns a duty to his patrons to provide a safe place to have a drink and meet their friends and be social. So, especially in this case where the bar owner was on notice of prior similar shootings,
yes,
he's got to provide sufficient security to prevent that. So I think the bar owner is, you know, got a big problem. He's liable and he's got to have to pay all these humongous medical bills, pain and suffering, and all the different elements of damage that this person would be entitled to.
Now, a question we were kind of kicking around behind the scenes, because we always like to play these things out before we actually talk to you, is with him getting ready to start a new job. In other words, he's not working right now, apparently, or is working, but he's about ready to start a new job. Would he be entitled to compensation for lost wages?
He would definitely be entitled to compensation for lost wages. It may be a challenge to calculate the amount he would be entitled to, but if he had a specific job offer, it would be easy to calculate because it would be based on what the job offer was. If not, you would be able to use his past earning experience.
I see.
As a way to figure out what he's entitled to.
I see. So there's always a way to figure out how to get compensated. It just takes a legal professional to kind of work through that.
Yes, it does. And again, in all the shootings we see today, if you're the victim, you should call a lawyer right away because
absolutely.
There's a lot of times when there's a source of recovery.
Okay, good advice. Hopefully, we don't see any more of such things, but unfortunately, from recent history, it does seem like we're in a pattern of seeing shootings and violence on the increase. So that's too bad, but at least there's the possibility of some recovery here. Bruce, thank you so much.
Thank you, Todd. Looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. Have a good week and say hi to everybody for us.
Thank you, Todd.
Take care now. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and a great answer to our question of the week. Now, if you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, you can do so on our website. You simply go there and put the keyword Bruce in the search box. It'll take you to the right place to enter a question. Of course, we respect all confidentiality. And if you have a more serious problem that needs immediate attention, bypass that. Instead, call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner right away. 941-743-7777. Get a free consultation. Not going to cost you anything to find out what your rights are. 941-743-7777. And tell them that Todd sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.